Take LIPP, Jason LIPP, 2015. This is part 5 of the seminar. So we'll pick up where part 4 left off. You know, talking about going third eye blind and shit. Hands on a hot stove. Wearing protective gloves. You know, so if you touch the hot stove, you're not picking up the poison. Ignorant from the fact that maybe touching the hot stove is even just looking at the evidence, and then when you look and then you focus more, then the focus turns into staring and you're in a trance. You know, that's really touching the hot stove that got you shook. You know, because you don't know which way to look. Touch it, look at it. You're fucked and damned, trapped no matter what you do type shit. But you're compelled, and you know, for answers, so you're still searching. And you know, been deteriorating in that mental illness. You know, basically from the beginning, you know, of the whole death chamber, you know, from the 80s shit when it first started. And you know, traveling and waking up only to know that part of the death and the ignorance, there was, you know, there was actually bliss because you didn't care. You were ignorant and naive. So everything you was missing was like being saved. In a way, you were more in a trap because you didn't know you was getting fucked with. But at least since you didn't know, you know, it's like what you don't know can't hurt you. So I didn't know I was being hurt. Shit was fucked up, but could still enjoy some of the beauties of life. Then woke up, and the more you know, it's like you get your answers. There's vindication in that. You know, there's some satisfaction in that. But what you know can hurt you. And you get more and more boxed. And then you want even more answers, like if something weird and fishy's going on, like let's get to the bottom of this shit. So you become like the investigator of all investigators and shit. You know, fucking inspecting every moment of your life, like so fucking boxed, down to your own movements when you picking up a toothbrush. You know, micromanaging the space and time of your own fucking movements. Like, you're so fucked up in the head, your mental illness, whether naturally occurred via bad genetics or someone poisoned you with some bizarre chemical that your brain is just fucking warped now, okay? You have now deteriorated to the point where shit feels so unreal, you got just enough life and common sense in you that you know you really got a body and that it's really going on. But yet you can't stray from the fact that shit feels so unreal and surreal. And your reality, like really the essence of like what, you know, a person's sense of reality, you feel like a ghost even though you actually have fucking some solid, like an actual body going through space and time. That now, you really are like a little fucking monkey being tortured, like, how is this, how am I really moving my hand to pick up the toothbrush? And am I really putting it under the water? Is the water really hitting the toothbrush? Did I really just put the toothpaste on the toothbrush? Is that really my toothpaste? You know, just some bizarre shit. And your search for those answers gets you even more boxed in this focus box. So you're literally now staring, instead of just throughout the day periodically your eye catches something and you get focused and fixated on it. That like type of strategy of moving through life, you're now like programmed to literally stare. Imagine that. 24 hours in a day is relatively short, but it can be relatively long if every second of and exhausting. And you run the fuck out of gas and get drained. Maybe they've been trying to drain the tank. I had so much energy, they just trying to knock me out, take my gas, and drain the life out of me. Because I was a smart dude in some senses, you know, and yet so stupid that I began micromanaging my every movement and staring at what my hands do if I open the door of the car, or like I said with a toothbrush, you know, brushing basic tasks, taking soap and dispensing soap out of the soap bottle and putting it on my hand, to have to first read the soap bottle to see if it really fucking said the brand name that it was supposed to be, so I can determine it's really my soap bottle and that someone didn't play a prank and put a different soap bottle in there. And then when I get done with that step of the OCD routine, then literally stare at the physics of the soap dispensing, traveling through the air onto my hands, then thinking about it as if that wasn't stupid enough that I had to stare at all that, then thinking about the reality of, is it really real that the soap's on my hand? You know, here's my hand, my pale colored white skin, and is that really the soap color, or am I imagining it? Is this real or a computer recording? Am I a robot, a computer? Just bizarre shit. You know, mad focus boxed in, like when your life, even though you are living, it becomes a death because you start missing the point of life. You're not enjoying anything. The search for answers becomes too much, but yet you can't stray from that insanity that you've now, you know, fallen into in that rabbit hole. Like you've touched the hot stove already and you're melting, or you're heating up, you're cooking something, or you're getting cooked, you know. And it's like, I've had a lot of, you know, great things emotionally, a man with a lot of love in his heart and the gift of that, and an ability to think in intricate ways, like the gifts and beauty and fun in that. And materialistically, like it's been heaven. I can't say I've really ever lacked a need or a want, you know, great cars, beautiful, big homes. But it just goes to show, if money's not the root of all evil, it certainly is not everything. You all think it is, and you aim, and everything you do is to get that money, to get this, to make your reality better. Trust me, I've had heaven-like materials, wealth in materials. You know, them millions? Yeah, I've had access to them millions, dollars, you know? Some real rich shit. But it's like this, let me give you an analogy or a metaphor, right? You know, so materialistically, my life's been like one big filet mignon, you know, if you want to measure it by like a good quality steak or some shit, or like a dope Delmonico ribeye, right? But what if that you're at that restaurant, they serve you that filet or that ribeye, that Delmonico ribeye, and it smelled real good and it looked real good, but then your eyes happen to pick up. Hold on, let me see if the camera on. Feels like it shut off. Nope, it's still on. What if your eyes happen to catch, like in somewhere on the surface and on top of the steak, the letters or words, I hate you. Like what if your steak actually, like it was actually etched into the steak? Would you not think, like you don't got mental illness, but if you saw that on the fucking filet you were about to eat, thinking you're getting served some great meal, some great plate of food, you're healthy, man. See, I got mental illness, so it's like a setup. But you've never been in the hospital. You're supposedly healthy to all your peers, your family, the world think you're normal. You're normal mind, but you're not, and you're not paranoid, you're not OCD. In the back of your mind, even if you eat that fucking filet mignon, you're not telling yourself, that's fucking weird. And would you not give it back if it said, I hate you? That's like someone serving you shit and you eat it. Would you not give it back? And if you brushed aside and let go of the paranoia that hits you because of that I hate you etched into the steak,